8 teams, 4 matches, 2 semi-finals. 4 teams will advance, 4 teams will be eliminated. It is the Scottish Cup quarter-final preview show. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Rangers may be the kings of Europe, but they're not the kings of domestic cups. They're eliminated from both of them. But we have 8 hopeful contenders. We've got to be honest, we've got one big dog, 7 little chihuahuas, but sometimes a chihuahua can nip the heels and be successful, I guess.
It's all about the fighting the dog, isn't it? I tell you what, my team's no here, but it doesn't mean I don't care. Because your mission, should you choose to accept it, is stop the fucking treble at any cost.
It is. Now, Rangers obviously cannot stop the treble, but one team that can is Hibernian, and out of the other 7 teams that aren't Celtic, you would probably have to say Hibs have the best chance of doing that. Now, obviously, they would have wanted it to be at Easter Road. That's not the case, though. They have to travel to Celtic Park, but I still think they'll give them a game. You've got Hearts, Dundee, big match there for both teams. Hearts on the verge of missing out on top 6, Dundee on the verge of going back to the Championship. So here, both teams needing a big result here. Aberdeen, Queen's Park, you got Aberdeen absolutely minging, only in the top 6 because of their great start to the season. Queen's Park knocked out Rangers. Could they knock out Aberdeen? I mean, if Queen's Park win this match, that must be one of the best routes to or roads even to the semi-finals ever.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I think to beat Rangers and Aberdeen at both their home grounds, respectively, is top notch.
No, it is top notch, and I tell you what, here you could be looking at a full championship affair in the semi. Queen's Park against St Johnstone. Well, I mean, I say it like St Johnstone are already doing. Maybe Dundee will beat Hearts. It could be an all championship affair soon to be, but.
And the last one, Livy versus St Johnstone. So Livy are in the championship. So I mean, look, there's some championship teams left. There's some Premiership teams that could be championship teams, and there is a team that's probably going to win the Scottish Premiership within the next few weeks.
Hibs.
No them. Anyway, we will start with Hearts versus Dundee. That is what do you make of the 4 games over 4 different days? Do you like that? Do you think it's good?
Yes,
or
I like it. Gives each day a purpose.
True, but I mean, you could just have
Saturday's feeling a bit light.
You could just have 2 on the Saturday, 2 on the Sunday, couldn't you?
Aye, but then your Friday and your Mondays are shite.
I mean, you could argue that maybe a Friday and a Monday, big Scottish Cup game, shouldn't be getting played on those days.
Says who?
Me?
Captain Panasonic?
Potentially, right. Hearts, Dundee, Friday night, Tynecastle, 7:45. Big game for Hearts, big game for Dundee. I think Hearts will win, though. Dundee, at the moment...
Most of this game doesn't matter for Dundee, but it's almost like we need to stay up. This would be a bonus. For Hearts, this is it. End all be. If you can't finish 3rd, you need to win the Scottish Cup.
Simple as that. The mission is there.
Yeah.
If you choose to accept it, that mission is win the Scottish Cup, get that guaranteed European spot.
And I think if Hibs knock Celtic out, they'll be fearful of that. Hibs will be thinking, if Hibs knock Celtic out, they'll be thinking, well, we can win this. But then Hibs will think, fuck, if we don't win this, whoever wins it's going to get that guaranteed European spot, and our comeback to 3rd could look mightily shite.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Hibs want to beat Celtic, they want to advance to the semis, but they could be doing themselves a bit of a
service.
Yeah, by, knocking out Celtic, and therefore...
How weird would it be if Hibs knocked out Celtic but lost to Aberdeen or Hearts but beat them in the league, but then the team, but then they ended up losing out to European football to them?
Well, that would suck for Hibs, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be a weird scenario.
But what can you do? You can't let Celtic win just so they go on and win the cup.
No, but it's a cool scenario, isn't it?
Who do you think should get... What do you think should be getting the better position in Europe? Winning the Scottish Cup or finishing 3rd in the league? I think winning the Cup is... I think
achievement in its own.
Yeah, I think that's success enough, yeah. Let's be honest, you win the Cup, you're always going to be known as Scottish Cup winner. When you finish 3rd, you don't get a 3rd place trophy. But I think that 3rd would be more meaningful if you got the guaranteed group stage football. So I actually think it would be better if 3rd place got guaranteed.
I guess you could argue the Scottish Cup, Celtic and Rangers, they're always going to be in Europe, so when they win it, it needs to filter down. But at the same time, I agree. The trophy in itself, the reward. I think for finishing 3rd, you should get the automatic place. And I think the Scottish Cup should get you the equivalent of finishing fifth.
Plus, I would say that finishing third is more. You have to be more consistent than you do to win the cup. I would argue that whoever finished, obviously, if Celtic or Rangers win the cup, then it's different. But I would argue that whoever, and you see years where you've had non-Old Firm Cup winners, I would argue the team that finished third in the league would more often than not be stronger than the team that won the Scottish Cup.
Yeah, especially the last couple of times.
And I would rather the strongest team get the guaranteed group stage football. Like, when St Johnstone won the Scottish Cup, can't remember who was third, but I'm going to bet that they were better than St Johnstone.
Was it Hibs?
Can't remember, but point still stands.
Or it might have been Aberdeen. So St Johnstone won it, Rangers won the league. Can't remember. It must have been Hibs or Aberdeen, but I agree with that. But here, let's talk about Friday night. Hearts against Dundee, under the lights, Tynecastle Park. It has to be a win for Hearts. You could be looking at an Edinburgh Derby in the semi. You could be looking at a nice wee easy game against Queen's Park or Livy or something like that. But I don't know, man. Are you not worried about Hearts in this game?
No, I think Hearts will win. I'm gonna go 2-0.
I'll go 3-1 Hearts. I feared it a wee bit there. You maybe like, why is he saying feared it? Because what chance did fucking Dundee have at Hampden?
Hearts weren't great against Hibs, but I think for the most part in 2025 we've actually been pretty good.
You can't win a big game, Critchley, though.
True, but I would say this is a big game.
Yeah, but big game's Hampden.
Well, you have to win this game to get to Hampden, so I'm going Hearts 2-0. I'll not change my mind.
I'm going 3-1, but Neil Critchley's going to have to win a big game sooner rather than later. You don't stay in charge of a club like Hearts if you don't win big games.
First time Hearts have lost back-to-back games against Hibernian, by the way, in 15 years? That's crazy.
08-09? Aye, that's fucking bogging.
That's crazy, isn't it?
No, that is. You would just assume that
it happens more often.
It's not an insane thing to happen. You play them 4 times a year. Know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I know Hearts, I think I would say in the last 15 years, Hearts would have beat Hibs twice in a row regularly,
Yeah.
I know we have.
Well, Edinburgh's maroon. Suddenly turning fucking green.
Not this season. I'm sick of green.
Well, this is your chance to turn it.
Aye, anyway, right. Both going Hearts. Aberdeen, Queen's Park. I would love to sit here and pick Queen's Park, but can they pull off a major upset? 2 games in a row? I don't know. I really don't know.
But if they can beat Rangers, they can beat Aberdeen. You know what I mean? That's the logic we've got to use here.
They can, but beating Rangers... Queen's Park maybe beat Rangers 1 out of 50 times, something like that.
Yeah.
Can they get that time again? Is there time now?
I'd say it's even less than that. Probably 1 out of 200 or something.
Right, well, I think they'll beat Aberdeen. Unfortunately, no. I'm going to go 3-1 Aberdeen. But if I'm wrong, I'll be happy to be wrong.
Fuck it, I'm going Queen's Park. I'm going 1-0. Their goalie, wee fairy man. Parked up at the dock, laying the smack down. Nisbet's hit form recently. Couple of goals against Dundee United, but I think he'll be quiet in this one. 1-0 Queen's Park. Replicating what they did at Ibrox.
We'll see. Right, let's can Hibernian replicate what they did a few weeks ago?
At Easter Road, I fucking hope they do. Right, this will be game of the weekend. I'll be tuning in on Sunday, don't you worry about it.
I won't be tuning in on Sunday.
No, you'll be doing the slave job, the 9 to 5. But don't worry, you've got Aberdeen Queen's Park to review on Saturday. That's a much better game. But in terms of Celtic Hibs, here, I do believe who wins this will win the cup. Because Celtic, I feel like this is the only real... I'm not saying Hearts can't give Celtic a game at Hampden. Of course they can, but I look at the rest of the other teams. No other team's going to give Celtic a game apart from Hearts or Hibs. And I look at Hibs and I just think if they get past Celtic, they do have Hearts' number, as you touched on with the 2 games in a row. And just Hibs are much better than every other team that's left. Aberdeen, maybe Aberdeen could turn it up in a final, man, if they wanted to, but I don't see it. So for me, this is the cup final. What's going to happen? Fuck it. I'm going Davy Gray. I'm going 2-1 Hibs.
So Davy Gray, 2-1.
You can call him whatever you want. Score the header himself, man.
I'm going to go 3-2 Hibs. Sticking with it.
Sticking with it. Any drama, any controversy? What are you thinking? Would you be shocked if Celtic beat them like 4-0? I would.
I would, I don't see it happening.
I mean, I'm not saying 3. I mean, I think like a close 3-1, yeah, but yeah, fuck it. I'm going Hibs to win. No two ways about it.
Yeah, I'm going Hibs 3-2.
Only thing is though, it's what 15 games undefeated. That's going to have to come to an end at some point.
Well, hopefully not this weekend.
Hopefully, fucking definitely not. But you know, Celtic against Aberdeen, it ended 5-1, but Aberdeen had their chances. I think Celtic.
But you know what? I don't care. I'll take any of them, Celtic or Hibernian in the final. I don't mind.
You'll batter both of them.
Aye.
I know what game I'd rather. Anyway, Livy St Johnstone. Talk about a cold night in West Lothian on a Monday.
Like the Tony Macaroni.
Yep.
You know what? I just think St Johnstone are in better form at the moment. I'm going to go St Johnstone 2-1.
Fuck it, I'm going Livy. I'm going 1-0 Livy. I've kind of went with the underdog every game.
Right.
Apart from Dundee.
You're going 1-0 Livy. I'm going to go 2-1 St Johnstone. I think that's it. Aye. Looking forward to it. Some good games in there. Some not so good games, but we'll see.
If you were to pick, what two semis do you want?
I want Aberdeen in the semis.
Yeah, I think Hearts Aberdeen.
The reason I want Aberdeen in the semis is because I want Hearts to beat Aberdeen, and if we don't get Aberdeen in the semis, then I don't think they'll get to the final. I'll take Aberdeen in the semis, and then I'll take either Celtic or Hibs in the final. That's my.
I think Hearts Aberdeen semi and a Hibs St Johnstone, because I'm thinking about the good of the game here, right? We don't want Livy at fucking Hampden, do we? I mean, they fans say, not that St Johnstone are bringing an army, right? And as for Queen's Park, I think it would be cool to see Queen's Park actually in a semi.
Advantage.
Aye, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, tonight, match review, Hearts, Dundee, looking forward to it. I don't know if you'll want another penalty shootout like the St Mirren game, but...
No, I can't handle that. One was enough.
One was enough. We'll be back soon, later, you name it. Till then, peace.